So here we have the 350 electronic. Now this isn't the one that you saw before that I presented, the one where basically I had a problem with the motor and it effectively was a failure. Even though the outside had cleaned up okay, the motor itself was caked in plaster. I couldn't get it to run smoothly and it sounded terrible. So I was lucky enough to find this one at the weekend. So I went and picked it up, gave it a good clean, managed to get the motor out. Motor was okay, it was a bit dirty, it was a bit screechy, as they always are when they go dry. But yeah, finished it yesterday, put it all back together, and it works. And it's actually lighter in colour. I think it's near enough the original colour. I can't see any sort of fading on it, but if I had the other one to hand, I could put them side by side and you'd see that that one was a bit more orange than this one. And this one is slightly older. I believe the previous one was 46th week of 1984. This one, and I'm not sure it'll actually focus on there, but I'll try and do it. Reading it backwards, I think it's 443 as the serial number. Am I right? Yeah, 443. So 43rd week of 1984. So towards the end of the year, sort of, imagine that's what, October, November time. So that works brilliantly. I'm just going to give it like a quick run around. And also, I've got another one of these. They're fine, like they work okay. This button is a bit temperamental and you probably won't be able to, no, I don't think you can see it on that side. I think it's this side. One side, the brushes come down further than the others, and I guess I could try and open it up like I did with the previous one of these, but even then it still didn't seem to do much. So what I've been given, and which is much better, is a floor tool from the 2000 series. It's got a nice big hole, nice big opening on its rear, and it works like a dream. It's absolutely perfect. So there's no kind of like blocking the airflow or anything like that. The pedal's easy to engage and disengage. It's a bit, clacky, but it's brand new. So it's never been used until it reached my house. So I'm delighted to have this. Thank you, Chris, for this. So I'll use this now with this and with my 350, which is the green version of this, because it's nicer to use, and the other one had flip over, and I know I do like a flip over, but to use, this is probably the best. So I'll just do a little bit more vacuuming, just so you can hear it in action, running as it should, instead of that horrible squeaky plaster-filled one that I showed you before. Got no manual for it, but I think there's a PDF of a manual online somewhere that I've seen. So, and by this stage, 84, I think all the nice sort of photographed manuals had gone out, where you had the ladies in their high heels and that kind of thing. I think all that had gone, and it was just pencil drawings and tiny bits of paper. So I don't mind. I'm not particularly looking out for that now. Anyway, yeah. Well, I'll pause the video, move the camera around, just do a few more shots of vacuum in use. I can never get the cylinder, the hose and everything to stand up straight when I try and balance it on something. So let's unplug it and rewind the cord. Try and move the camera so you can see it a bit better. Let's try that, shall we? Right, there we go. Move this out of the way. Put it like that. Boom. Bit back to front, but not too bad. So yeah, I'm delighted now that I've got a good working one of these that I can use as a bit of a daily driver. Probably more so for downstairs. I mentioned this before actually. This plug's a bit annoying because it sort of gets in the way of standing it up. But yeah, it's going to be a good daily driver. It works perfectly well. It's nice and clean. It smells good. It's got a brand new bag, new filters. Basically pinched the best of the existing 350e that I had and used that on there. So the buttons, this grill thing, all that came off the other one because they were already clean. I think the filters inside and everything. So yeah, and it was good because it came with a full set of tools. So I've got the original hose handle, I've got a nice tube, the flying fanny, of course, everybody's favourite. That's quite good. It's actually quite stiff as well, the what do you call it, the wings. They're very stiff, but it's good. Got a crevice tool as well, but that's quite battered. But yeah, so nice to finally have found a replacement that makes me actually love these, because, you know, effectively these did replace 312, and I do love a 312. So you've won me over just by being so good a performer. So be back soon with some more.